Hello everyone. It's James again. And today I want to talk about denial in relationship to narcissistic abuse. As one of my subscribers left a comment regarding this really horrible feeling. Thinking to oneself, no way. Not this person I married. Or no way. Not this person I'm dating. Or not my friend. It's really hard to come to grips with what has happened. Just like Neo taking the red pill. Screaming no. I want out. It's really hard to see someone that you believed loved you turn into this monster set out to destroy you. Literally for nothing. Well, it's for something. It's for their enjoyment. And gaining narcissistic supply. And their jealousy over the fact you are a genuine person. And they know it. And they know that's a trait they will never ever possess. That being said, it's very hard to know this is how some people can be. You know you're not a saint. But you also know you wouldn't try to destroy a stranger, let alone the person that you are supposed to be in love with. And there you are. Just like Neo in the Matrix. And you get to see what the world is really like. And you think to yourself, my God. What the heck is going on? I've been living a lie. And that's pretty much it. You might have been living a lie for a year. 5 years. Or 25 years. And despite how bad it got. Deep in your soul. You want to think it's all a misunderstanding. And that's the trick. They know that. And they prey on it. That's where you start trying to see their point of view. Just to be fair. Even though their point of view is twisted and full of gaslights and tricks. You try to help them see the good relationship they have with you. Not knowing they know the relationship they have with you is good. And they love to watch you run around like a chicken with no head on, trying to convince them of this fact. It feeds their ego and gives them narcissistic supply. But then you discovered narcissism, narcissistic abuse, and narcissistic personality disorder, and other toxic personality types. And you said, my God. This matches this person you were or currently are with. And denial happens. Even though you know the truth, you are still looking for something there to make you believe this isn't the case. Even to the point where you tell this person about this new information you found. And try to counsel them your very self. And in the process giving up your hand and telling them what you've now learned about them in the process. Which we now know only will make the narcissist amp up their abuse. And get more clever with what they do to us before they discard us. Unless we are blessed to get out first. Denial. It still shocks us. We look back and it's hard to swallow the entire relationship was a lie for them. Even if they were with you for 25 or 30 years. You just devoted your entire life to a loveless monster who tricked you out of your precious time. Then anger happens. Then back to denial. Then back to anger. Then back to self-blame. Thinking you are somehow deserving to be treated this way. And I have news for you. All of these things you are feeling, even though the narcissist is gone, they want you to feel. They know this conflict will happen in you. And it was created on purpose to keep you in line so they could feed off of you as long as they did. And when they dump you to the side of the road when they are done, they know you will be broke inside. And it makes them get a nice chuckle when they walk out the door. To the next victim. They no doubt were already grooming for a long time when they were with you. And guess what? These feelings of denial, self-blame, and confusion, the narcissist isn't feeling. They have now moved on. And are working on their next victim. Love bombing them. And manipulating them just like they did you to take the abuse they are so happy to dish out. And if they for a short while are still in your life, knocking on your door, stalking you and harassing you, it's just for their pound of flesh. And quite possibly out of anger you are going no contact, no matter how hard it might be for you. And in a weird way you are missing this abuser and the good times you had in the beginning. And those feelings will bring you right back to denial even if you felt you had the truth the day before. It's such a vicious cycle. And then you start seeing these same toxic traits in others. And you start examining your past friendships or current friendships. And you just say, wow. Do I even have any friends? My God, is everyone around me fake? Oh my God. I'm all alone. I'm literally surrounded by vampires. And it's these feelings that can trigger your complex post-traumatic stress disorder symptoms. One minute you think you have it all figured out. The next you can't get out of bed. And here's what I'm going to tell you. There are good people in this world. Very few. Very, very few out there. But there are some. And this is coming from a person that has had many days like I just described. My God, my mother is a narcissist. My father is gone. I have no family to help me out. None. No brother or sister that I can talk to that can pat me on the back and say, we are going to get through this together. It doesn't exist. I sadly in my past made a lot of friends of people that didn't view me as a friend like I viewed them as a friend. And I will talk about that soon. One-sided friendships and how to avoid them. Most of the people in my life have screwed me over in one way or another. But it's just like anything. When you get entrenched in these people, it's like working a dead-end job. It's so hard to get out of it. Because we need the paycheck. Just like you need that feeling like you belong. Most people like us haven't had a chance to meet and be around these good people. And that's people with boundaries intact. And be able to walk away fast and move on to the next life adventure. Because those that can do this successfully, and without much effort, they usually somehow some way find someone that is real. The faster you can brush fake people off of you, the sooner you will attract good people. People that get it. People that understand why you have boundaries in place. Because they have the same boundaries. And they don't try to get you to drop them just because of love. Here's the fact. At the end of the day we are all people. And we are all capable of falling short. And doing wrong. All of us. Each and every one of us. And this lie about, well, if you love them you should just trust. No. You could have concern and say, I don't think that's a good idea if you love someone. If you are a woman dating a man and he wants to hang out with an old female friend you have a right to say no. And if he insists, you have the right to walk out of the relationship and move on. If you are a man and your woman wants to go to the club, or on a woman's trip to Vegas with her girlfriends, you have the right to say why you believe it to be wrong. And you have the right to leave her if she insists she wants to go. Because as we know, even someone that professes love can do the worst of the worst. And they usually do it under the guise of trust. Your trust. And I have news for you. Trust is earned. And someone that is trustworthy won't put your relationship in a bad spot by doing the things or wanting to do the things just mentioned. And try to flip it around on you. And say you have a problem with trust. A good person will understand the difference between right and wrong and respect you and your relationship enough to have good communication. Not gaslighting. They can admit when they are wrong. And stand firm when they are right. And though these people are in the minority, they do exist. And sitting at home will just make these feelings of denial come back stronger and stronger. You have to invest in yourself. And that not only means getting out there and enjoying life, but that also means developing boundaries and understand what all of that means. And being able to enforce those boundaries. And though no one can fix you but you. And oftentimes we fall victim to another narcissist because of the feeling they give us. That feeling that takes away that denial for a moment because they are love bombing us. Though this is the case, there are people out there that will restore your faith in people. Or at least somewhat. But these people don't fix you. Because you are doing that with the Most High God. However, you are able to nod your head and say, okay. This is much better. Boundaries are good on both sides. We have good communication. And again, that's another good topic. It's not just them saying what you want to hear, and them pretending to relate. But you see it demonstrated over and over, not just in their speech but their actions. And you can see this person is for real. And that being said, you still keep your boundaries. I have news for you. Anyone that wants you to flop on the ground like a dead fish and surrender your life over to someone else just because of love, they are an idiot, and don't listen to them. Many of us continue to second guess ourselves right back into more years of abuse when we could have left earlier. Look at Samson and Delilah. He dropped his boundaries, albeit to someone that was evil and meant him nothing but harm from the get-go. However, good people can do bad things. And as the Bible says, guard your heart. It's okay to do this. And no, it doesn't mean be closed off from the person you love. But it means it's okay to be a thinker. Don't just accept whatever you're told. And that's a part of having boundaries. And I think the more and more you and I and others are out there living life and using these skills, the more we are going to see the ugly part of life and let more people go. True. But the real people that are just like us will be able to be sifted into our lives like a precious gem. And they will treat you as you treat them. And when you build year after year of these thoughts and feelings and ways of life, it will start to replace the old feeling of denial. Is it perfect? No. Might these bad feelings come back? Sure. But the goal should be able to live the best life you can. So you can build up new emotional muscles. So you start feeling more often than not hope, happiness and love. We are all in this together. We are all in this together. We have to keep going. We can't stop. Greatness awaits you. You. And me too. And when one of us has a bad day, we need to help pick the other one up. Because we would want the same if it were happening to us. Well, that's all I have for today. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Click the little bell to know each and every time I upload a new video. And comment. Share your thoughts. And interestingly enough, this is how we get some of these great discussions started. Your thoughts and feelings are making it happen. And as a result, you're not only helping yourself, you are helping someone that might be too shy to comment or ask a question. And when they see they aren't alone, it reassures in them. They have help and support, when quite possibly they thought they had none. Don't forget to share and click the like button. Get this to everyone and every place you think someone that might need it can find it. The more people that find this information, the more they can start the self-work. Will they be stunned after taking this red pill of narcissistic abuse? Yes. Might they be in denial? Yes. But with constant truth and help from others, and information on how one can do the self-work to rebuild their lives into something successful and something happy, do they stand a chance at happiness and healing? With that said, keep eating from the tree of life. Keep praying for wisdom and strength. And until next time, bye for now. And be good to yourself.